branch of infantry, troops capable of fighting for independence both at sea and on shore. The role of the Marine Corps has evolved and expanded, earning popular titles such as America's 3rd Air Force and America's 2nd Land Army. The Marine Corps has been a component of the U.S. Department of the Navy since 1834, working with and embedded alongside naval forces for training, transportation, and logistics on amphibious warfare ships, Marine tactical aviation squadrons, Navy carrier air wings, and nuclear-powered aircraft carriers. The Marine Corps is responsible for providing mobile expeditionary task forces on land, at sea, and in the air. 221,000 serve in the United States Marine Corps as active duty soldiers and Marine Corps Reserve. These are among America's finest soldiers, the few, the proud, the Marines. To members of the United States Marine Corps and Reserve Marines, we honor your visit to our campus today, and we thank you for your service.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is John Hall, and I'm a sophomore. The Navy. The Navy recognizes October 13, 1775 as the date of its official establishment. As it challenged the world's preeminent naval power to date, the British Royal Navy, George Washington said, and I quote, "It follows then as certain, as the night succeeds the day, that without a decisive naval force we can do nothing definitive, and with it, everything honorable and glorious." Soon after, President Washington reported captures of those British warrior vessels. The mission of today's Navy, with the world's highest combined tunnel and battle fleet tonnage, is to maintain, train and equip combat-ready naval forces capable of winning wars, deterring aggression, and maintaining freedom of the seas. The United States Navy and Naval Reserve numbers 429,000 personnel, meaning 272 deployable combat vessels and more than 3,700 aircraft. To the members of the United States Navy, we honor your visit to our campus today, and we thank you for your service.
Good afternoon. I'm Chevy Young. I'm a senior here at Abac. Thank you all for coming out today, and it is an honor to speak in front of you. The Air Force. The United States War Department created the first antecedent of the United States Air Force in 1907. Through a succession of changes in structure, organization, and mission, the current Air Force emerges as the largest and most technologically advanced force in the world. The contributions, expertise, and sacrifice on the part of the United States Air Force is notable and unsurpassed. Almost 68,000 United Airmen died helping win World War II alone. The motto of the Air Force Pararescue Team reads, "These things we do, that others may live." The United States Air Force articulates its core functions as combat support, nuclear deterrence, air and space superiority, global integrated intelligence surveillance, cyberspace security, and special operations, including humanitarian efforts and personnel recovery. A combined force of 660,000 active duty personnel, Air Force Reserve, and Air National Guard preserve and protect our national interest here and around the world. To members of the United States Air Force, we honor your visit to our campus today, and we thank you for your service.
Hello, my name is Ansley Cash, and I'm a junior here at Abac. The Coast Guard. The Congress created the Revenue Marine in 1790 at the request of Secretary of Treasury Alexander Hamilton, whose original purpose was that of collecting taxes in the nation's seaports. Our modern Coast Guard, a merger of the original Revenue Marine and the U.S. Life-Saving Service, is the oldest continuous seagoing service in the United States. The Coast Guard is unique among our military forces in that it operates under the Department of Homeland Security during peacetime and the Department of Navy and Congress during times of war. Happening twice, 1917 and 1941, World War I and World War II respectively. Its mission: maritime homeland security, maritime law enforcement and environmental protection, maintenance of rivers, intercoastal and offshore navigation, search and rescue. The United States Coast Guard and Coast Guard Reserve is comprised of some 51,000 dedicated men and women protecting our American waterways and coastlines. To the members of the United States Coast Guard, we honor your visit to our campus today, and we thank you for your service. General George S. Patton once said, "It is foolish and wrong to mourn the men who died. Rather, we should thank God that such men lived." In the course of our American history, many have served and many have paid the ultimate sacrifice to preserve our freedom. 2,852,901 have died. 1,498,237 wounded. 40,917 missing in action. We pause to pay tribute to these brave soldiers, to their family and friends. We also give thanks to those military among us today, active duty, reserve, and veteran. Please rise so we may honor you.
Thank you, students. We're almost there, folks. It is indeed my privilege and honor to bring the next and final speaker to the podium. Our next speaker is an Abac student. He'll graduate in December with a BS in agriculture. He was the first president of Abac's Student Veterans Organization. He and his comrades were Carry the Load honorees in 2016. He currently serves as chapter commander, Military Order of the Purple Heart. More importantly, he's a Marine. Please welcome to the podium the pride and joy of Lanier County and Abac, Mr. Matt Bridges, no kin, but would gladly claim him, Corporal, United States Marine, retired.
I would first like to thank the Durham family for this great honor and entrusting Abac with the story of Lieutenant Pinky Durham. Thank you. When I first left the Marine Corps, I wasn't sure what life had in store for me. And to be honest, I never thought I would end up in college pursuing a degree in agriculture. Let's face it, I was a grunt. I didn't have a lot going for me. But life has a funny way of working out, though. And I'm really glad I took that path here at Abac. I can honestly say that here at Abac, they get it. They take pride in spreading the knowledge of patriotism and the understanding that freedom isn't free. As I look out in this crowd today, I see why America is truly the greatest country in the world. Every veteran, active duty, reserve here today has made this country what it is. Sometimes many of us forget and take for granted the simple freedoms that we have here. But to those who have fought for it, freedom has a flavor the protected will never know. Thank you to every man and woman who has ever put on the uniform and served this country proudly. For we few who are called to be warriors, every day is lived to the fullest in honor of those who gave their last full measure of devotion while facing the enemy. To the Durham family, on behalf of the students, faculty, and staff and administration of Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College, it is my honor to accept your gift of the life story of this true American hero. At this time, I would like to honor and recognize every veteran who has served in the Republic of Vietnam and ask, if able, to please stand. I, along with everyone here at Abac, thank you for your service and sacrifice. Welcome home and job well done, gentlemen. Semper Fi.
This time I will ask everyone to please stand. We would like the Durham family, Matthew Bridges, and the Black Lions at this time to proceed into the Freedom Gallery. The Durham family, Matthew Bridges, and the Black Lions. Matthew, I think your family's with you. They can certainly go along. The Black Lions had a reunion this morning over in the chapel. It was excellent, as it always is. Thank them for what they have done, and it's a lot. As they make their way to the Freedom Gallery, I'll remind our audience that we have lemonade, water, tea cakes, and peanuts in Tiftal. But the biggest thing we have, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the Freedom Gallery. May God bless America. Thank you for being a part of this great day at Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College.